David, do you think Crawford will fight you if he beats Canelo?
No, I wouldn't fight Crawford.
You know what? Sometimes you try and your body cannot go, right? That's my frustration. Maybe I can figure out Crawford, but my body cannot go anymore. So I try it, but my body just not let me go.
What if there's a boxer so dominant, so untouchable, that even legends of the sport admit they'd rather stay away from him? That fighter is Terence "Bud" Crawford, a mysterious force whose very presence plants fear deep into the hearts of his rivals.
I want to ask you a little bit about the history that you made tonight, and I want your opinion on which means the most to you. You became a 5-division world champion. You became the 3rd of 4-division lineal champion with Mayweather and Pacquiao. You became a 3-time undisputed champion, the first ever in the 2, 3, or 4 belt era. And you became the 2nd undisputed champion in 3 weight classes when there was only 1 champion back in 1938 with Henry Armstrong. That's a lot of stuff.
You hear that? You hear that?
Which do you think means
all
the most?
And all of it. It all goes hand in hand.
Can you describe what it all means to you to have? You just made like a whole resume of stuff tonight.
It means a lot to me because, you know, anybody can be a nobody, like I said, you know, and that's all they say I've been fighting is nobodies. So what can they say now? Somebody tell me, what can you say now?
You can say congratulations.
That's it. What can you say? Any words? I bet you did.
This isn't just the usual respect fighters give one another. It's a chilling aura of invincibility that has the entire boxing world buzzing. Today, we uncover the shocking reasons why even the toughest warriors alive are genuinely afraid of Terence Crawford.
I feel great to share the ring with great fighters like him. And if we do it again, it's gonna be great. But you know what? I'm glad to share the ring with great fighters. And I'm glad to be here. I already did a lot in boxing. I already accomplished a lot in boxing. My legacy is already there. And I still taking risks because I love boxing. You know, Crawford is a great fighter, skilled fighter. And I get the credit to Crawford, obviously. And I feel great. I still feel the same.
It wasn't just skill that unsettled Canelo Alvarez when he stood across from Crawford. It was something far more unnerving. Boxing icon Roy Jones Jr. witnessed their face-off and caught what others overlooked.
I'm gonna say it like this. Terence Crawford went and got it from the mud. You understand me? I tried to set examples when I was coming up of how to do things. Terence Crawford shows you how to go get it out the mud. You understand me? Terence been there all these years. Nobody would ever give Terence that shot to become that guy. You understand me? Finally, Earl gave it to him after 5 years and he became that guy. But most people who were capable of giving him that shot at that time avoided him and didn't give him that shot. Terence earns, and I always have had, my utmost respect because he gets it out the mud. People like Victor Postal were not weak, easy to beat guys. Victor Postal had not really lost till he got to Bud. Bud made him look like nothing. You understand me? Bud been beating these guys that we don't know are monsters, but the game knows they were pretty good fighters. Damn good fighters to be exact. He been going through anything they brought to him for a long time. He did not manipulate the game. He hit the game head on, waited patiently until his time came, and took full advantage of that night. That's how I understood boxing to go. Not people to go out and do things other ways. Go straight down that line, hit that ball straight off the middle. You understand me? That's what Bud did. The last person I seen do that, Marvin Hagler had almost 50 fights before they let him fight for a title. You understand me? 50 fights before he got a shot. You understand me? That's a long time. That's no manipulation. That's standing in the gap, doing what you got to do till your time comes. That's what Bud did. He stood in the gap till his time came, and when his time came, he took full advantage of it. And I got nothing but the utmost respect for people like that because they know how to go.
He pointed out that Canelo looked visibly tense, like a young kid facing a seasoned veteran. Crawford stared him down, refusing to blink, until Canelo was the first to break eye contact. In the silent language of fighters, that was already Crawford's first victory.
A very smart fight. took the fight in the middle, let Canelo get off his steam early, came in the later rounds and just outboxed him for a very smart fight. Then stand in the middle for him, made him use the ring like Canelo doesn't like to do. He took the Alexander Lowry blueprint and used it very well. Not surprised at all. Not surprised at all. If you look at Alexander Lowry, you notice Bud never turned right-handed the whole fight because he knew Alexander Lowry gave him most trouble because he used the ring on him as a southpaw. Terence is very special. He definitely goes in the top 10, maybe even the top 5 of the best pound for pound ever.
This is the heart of the Crawford enigma, his terrifying ability to stay ice-cold while reading every move, processing split-second data, and punishing mistakes with surgical precision.
Virgil Ortiz said to us, if Bud beats Canelo, I have him as the greatest fighter of all time. Would you put yourself in that category once that fight is over and you're the winner?
Of course. Why not?
No, I'm just saying, like, I'm talking about all time.
All
like
time.
Ali, Floyd, I'm talking about all time.
When you talk about all these other fighters who would have done or accomplished anything close to it.
I agree.
I'm asking you.
No, none of them.
Sugar Ray Robinson accomplished a lot.
Yeah, he did.
When you say Sugar Ray Robinson, he never went up 3 weight classes and fought the undisputed
the top
champion.
Right.
And the first ballot Hall of Famer, one of the best Mexican fighters that come out of Mexico.
Of all time, yeah.
It's a difference when you talk about moving up in weight and who you fighting. You can kind of say that I went up 3 weight classes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's the joy in it.
54, 60,
everybody,
68.
Everybody, is wondering how I'm gonna do at 60.
He leaves opponents feeling powerless. Yet Crawford's reign isn't just about winning, it's about rewriting boxing history. Picture becoming undisputed not once, but 3 times, in 3 different divisions. Former world champion Pauli Malignaggi called it historic. What stunned him wasn't only Crawford's flawless 41-0 record with 31 knockouts, but how he earned it. He didn't pad his resume with soft touches, he dismantled the best names in each division while barely getting touched himself.
The way Crawford is, Crawford's very he has a big ego, especially when it comes to anything he does, bro. He has a big ego. And I said this yesterday. I won't be surprised if he dominates Canelo and then they offer him Benavidez, he says okay.
Malignaggi even compared his dominance to Floyd Mayweather's, saying that beating Canelo wasn't just another win, it marked the beginning of a new era, with Bud Crawford as this generation's defining figure. And it isn't only the victories, it's how he secures them that makes him different.
If Canelo is saying there wasn't shit I can do in there, Errol Spence had to have been in there like, holy shit. It brings life to his resume. Everybody done it. We kind of knew that Bob Arum had Manny Pacquiao avoid Terence Crawford. PBC, welterweights, all avoided him. I am here to give credit to Terence Crawford for being one of the most ducked fighters in history. Like Bob Foster, like Black Murderers Row, Charlie Burley and Eddie Booker and all those guys. Terence Crawford by himself is Black Murderers Row of this era. Now, do I need Terence Bud Crawford to continue fighting? Hell no. For what? Terence Crawford, we know what you are. I am the first one to say, didn't believe it. But brother, if you're watching Terence Crawford, you by yourself has cost me at least $30,000. That's enough for me to be convinced, brother. I would never bet against this man ever again. I can't afford it. I have a house, I got kids, a business to run. I can't afford it.
Would you consider going back down to 154 and face Geronin as the guy who prepared Canelo Alvarez for this fight?
Nope. I ain't going down 154.
Most fighters must choose, attack like a machine or defend like a master. Rarely both. Crawford is the exception, a true anomaly. Against Canelo, commentators were stunned by his flawless mix of offense and defense. He caught huge shots on his guard, neutralizing Canelo's best weapons with slick movement. Then, the instant he absorbed a punch, he fired back with lightning counters. He doesn't just avoid punishment, he turns opponents' aggression against them, breaking them down piece by piece while staying calm and in command. This mental toughness is no accident. It's ingrained. Former pound-for-pound king Andre Ward explained that to stop Crawford, skill isn't enough, you'd need to inflict brutal damage, because his mind won't break. Ward, who sees himself in Crawford, said their mentalities are so alike they'll argue about anything, from basketball to wrestling, because neither will give an inch. Ward summed it up, you've got to really hurt that dude to make him stop.
Somebody that, I could bet the house on is Bud.
Who's the most skilled fighter today?
Bud is definitely one of them, for sure. Me and him we so much alike in our mentality. Like soon as I see this dude, he come in the room or I come in the room, we start arguing about basketball, wrestling, anything, bro. Like, man, you can't, man, you looking small. What you mean I'm looking small? You looking small? Like, it's just that, like, you gotta really hurt that dude to turn him away and to try to stop him from doing what he want to do. So skillful, yes, but this and this, it's different, man.
Most people don't know shit about boxing, but Terence Bud Crawford does. Great fight, shutout. Just what I assumed would happen. This boxing smart would beat Canelo's tactics. Like from round 2, I saw Canelo being on the back foot, and eventually Crawford was just dancing around him, doing his thing. So yeah, again, I like Crawford. I just think the way he fights is clean. Like he makes very little mistakes, and he knows the sweet science of boxing. So he showed why he's the best right now. One of the best in history.
That unshakable will, paired with his adaptability and seamless stance switching, makes him an unsolved puzzle. But long before the titles and glory, there was a personal fire driving him. From childhood, his father told his mother that Bud was destined to be a champion. But his mother wasn't convinced.
I paid the kids, I said, if y'all can whoop Bud, I give y'all $10 a piece. Could none whoop him.
You went out on the street.
Yeah.
What's now Bud Crawford Street.
Yeah.
And offered $10 to anyone who can kick my son's butt.
Yep.
And a lot of takers.
Yeah, the kids in the neighborhood. Couldn't nobody whoop them.
What did he tell you then?
He told you, Mom, I told you I'm the best.
What came first, the mean or the talent?
I think the mean came first. When I first started boxing, I just could fight. I couldn't box. All my coaches was like, he got heart. He ain't scared of nothing, he can fight. And that's when they started teaching me technique and the art of boxing.
A good deal of what you remember of your childhood was you getting whooped all the time by your mom.
And I was getting kicked out of school and doing bad things.
Her doubt ran so deep she once offered kids from the neighborhood $10 if they could beat Bud up outside their house. Instead of breaking him, that disbelief became his greatest fuel. Crawford admitted that her doubt lit a rage he carried into every fight. Each victory wasn't just about belts, it was about proving her wrong, turning family skepticism into the fire that forged an unstoppable champion.